This is a 7 Up triple cream pound cake made with cream cheese, sour cream, and heavy whipping cream. This pound cake is the dessert of the year, in my opinion. I created this recipe just for you and for people who want to have something different for Easter. It is soft and fluffy, and let's get into how to make it. Here is what you're going to need for your 7 Up triple cream pound cake. I got some heavy whipping cream, some sour cream, going to go in with some cream cheese as well. And all of these are room temperature, by the way. All dairy is room temperature. So we got some salted butter. You can use unsalted butter. Just know that you will have to add salt to your flour mix. Then you have your large eggs. You got your sugar. And with this sugar, I'm using pure cane sugar. So I wanted that to be, known in this video. I got some all-purpose flour, some salt, of course, just to balance everything out. And we got, of course, the 7 Up, which is the star of the show. Oh, and you also would need 1 lemon, and I'm going to be using it for some lemon zest when it comes to this pound cake recipe. So first, I'm zesting some lemon into my sugar. This is a move that I've been doing for a while with my 7 Up pound cakes and lemon pound cakes in general. Putting this zest in your sugar actually helps the lemon zest release its lemon oil, which is going to flavor the cake a little bit more. So that's why we do that. So you can just see me massaging it into the sugar. And now I'm going to work on my dry ingredients. I just have some all-purpose flour here. I'm going to add some salt to that, and I'm going to add some baking powder. I am weighing all of my ingredients because I wanted to give you guys the accurate measurements for everything. So you have this in cups, in teaspoon, and in grams for the people who like to use a scale. So I'm mixing that together and I'm going to place that to the side. And now I'm going to work on my triple cream. I got my cream cheese, my sour cream going in. I also would like to note that the full recipe to this pound cake and the instructions in written format is going to be in my description of this video, and it'll be on my website. It's completely free, so you guys can learn exactly how to do this cake from start to finish if you're a person that like written recipes. So I'm going in with some heavy whipping cream on top of that sour cream and that cream cheese. And then we're going to go in with some 7 Up soda. Now, like I said, I'm measuring everything in grams. I want this to be perfect for you guys. But that's just to ensure that every recipe that I create for you guys, you're able to recreate at home in the way that the recipe was intended to be, made. So now I'm going to add a little bit more lemon zest to the sour cream and the cream cheese and the heavy whipping cream and the 7 Up soda, just to kind of give it a burst of flavor. I'm doing that on each one of my ingredient lists. So I did that with my eggs. I added some lemon zest to my eggs as well. But then we're going to go in with some flavoring. I got some double vanilla. I'm just going to get a little bit of dash of that. Not too much. It's not a vanilla cake by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to go in with some lemon extract as well. And, just a little bit. You have the 7 Up, you got the lemon zest. Your cake is going to be very lemon flavored. You can see me making a mess right here as I'm mixing everything together. You want everything to be well combined. So just take your time and whisk it. I took a little bit of time just kind of make sure all of the clumps were out. Everything was room temperature, but as you can see, it's still a little bit of those clumps of cream cheese, which happens from time to time. So just take your whisk and try to, get all of that out. All of this enrichment in soda is going to make the cake a little bit sticky, but no worries about that. I'm going to show you guys my method to getting my cake released every time. So let's go ahead and start making the cake so you guys can know exactly what you need to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is add some softened butter. This is room temperature, by the way, and I'm going to go in with that lemon sugar that we made earlier. I'm just going to put it on top of there, and what we're going to do is we're going to beat this on medium high speed for about 5 to 7 minutes. What you're looking for is for this to be white and fluffy. So this is going to take a little bit. So just have some patience. It's going to start stirring a little bit slow. Then it's going to start to kind of pick up speed as your mixer goes through the butter and begins the creaming process. Also, if you're enjoying this video so far, please give this video a thumbs up. Also share this on Pinterest and Facebook or whatever. Get the word out about this pound cake. I want everybody to try this recipe. But this is what you're looking for when it comes to creaming your butter and sugar together. You're looking for it to be white and fluffy. Try to get a little close up so you guys can see that. Once it becomes white and fluffy, you're going to turn it down to low speed or the lowest setting on your mixer, and you're going to add in your room temperature eggs one at a time. You're going to make sure each egg is fully incorporated into the mix before you add in the next egg. So that as you can see, that first egg that we put in was fully incorporated. So I'm going in with that second egg, and you want to continuously do this until you're out of all of your eggs. This is important because it is slowly introducing your cake batter, into the egg, and it's emulsifying it as well. and you want to have your cake properly emulsified so that your cake can rise in the oven and it won't fall. So now, once it's fully incorporated, all of the eggs are fully incorporated, I'm going to scrape down my bowl. And this is very, very important because sometimes those egg yolks or those, egg whites can get stuck to the bottom. So just kind of take your spatula and kind of go around the bowl and, kind of go under it just to make sure everything is well incorporated. When I do that, and now I'm sure that everything is emulsified, I'm going to go put the mixer back on low speed and I'm going to slowly add in our flour mix. Now we're going to alternate this with our cream, extract, and 7-Up mix, but you want to always start and end with flour. My general rule of thumb when it comes to this is to add about a third of my flour mix and then add a third of my cream and just kind of keep alternating until I'm done with both of them. And for me, there's about 2 or 3 ladle scoops of, your flour mix, and then kind of like a spoonful or a spatula spoon, excuse me, of our cream or buttermilk or whatever you add into your pound cake. In this case, we're adding our triple creams and 7-Up. And so we just alternate in between there. It is super important that you do not go over one speed because now that you've added flour to your cake batter, it creates gluten, and too much gluten can lead to a tough cake, a cake with gluten streaks in it. So definitely keep it on low speed and definitely mix it one by one like I'm showing you right here. So you're going to keep alternating and we're going to keep going with our cream mix, our flour mix. Like I said, I'm going with about a third at a time. And once you get to a point you want to stop and you want to scrape down your bowl, you just want to make sure everything is properly combined with your cake batter. Now all I got is a little bit of that flour left, and I'm just adding it all into, their mixer or whatever. And once you do that, you want to stop your mixer immediately. Like I said, we do not want any gluten streaks whatsoever. And so I'm stopping it, and the rest of this that's not combined into the cake batter, excuse me, the flour and the sour cream or cream cheese or whatever, I'm manually using my hand and using a spatula to mix it all together till it's well combined. You can never overmix with your hands. Well, I don't want to say never, but to me, you can never overmix with your hand because your hands is like 5 to 10 times slower than a mechanical mixer. So definitely, if when in doubt and you feel like you might be overmixing, you can just stop your mixer and grab a spatula and mix it by hand. So once everything is well combined, you can put that to the side. Now here comes the secret method to getting your cake to release, because 7-Up cake, for some reason, it is super sticky. I do not know why it's so sticky, but we're going to go on with some pound baking spray. And this time I want to do something different. Instead of using flour to coat my pan, I usually do spray and flour. I'm going to add some granulated sugar. Now, at first I thought this was a little bit crazy, but it creates a little crust on the outside of your cake that is very delicious, by the way. But it also helps your cake release because the sugars adhere to your cake and it helps it slide out. So I've seen this before on a couple of videos on TikTok, but I never tried it. And so now we're going to try it today. But you want to use about 3 to 4 tablespoons of sugar and just put it to your cake pan and then just dust it out. And so now I'm just adding my cake batter in here. Add it in as evenly as you can. We want to, kind of use a spoon to make sure everything is even so you don't have any cake that's kind of lopsided to the side or anything like that. So I'm just kind of taking a spoon and just going over it, kind of spread it. And then we're also going to tap it around, get rid of them air bubbles as well before we put it in the oven. We're going to bake this on 315 for about an hour 30 to an hour 40 minutes. Want to make sure a toothpick comes out clean before you remove it. But as you guys can see, when I take it out the cake pan, it came out seamlessly and it didn't stick to any part of the pan, which is crazy because 7-Up pound cake, like I said, is notorious for sticking to any pan. I don't care how many times you grease and flour it, because of the soda and the carbonation, it can make the cakes extra sticky, and I'm surprised that the whole cake came out clean. So now I'm just going to add my simple glaze that go on top of this cake. The full recipe, like I said, will be in the link in the description below. So just check that out. Click that link. You can download the recipe for free. And if you want more Southern pound cake recipes for me, I have 5 ebooks that have over 50 pound cake recipes. So check that out as well. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more.